Hey guys, Kamikaze here, and in this video I've watched and I'm now going to be reviewing a Playmobil film that I made at the time of recording over 7 years ago in March of 2016. It's a film about two fine gentlemen who discover a nuclear creature that came from a meteorite that fell to Earth. But there's a cheeky little twist in this video because for the watching part I was joined by the mysterious man that the local authorities have dubbed Joel. So go subscribe to his channel. He's made one of the hardest bangers known to man. Link in the description. So this video is going to be a summary of the film's plot, interspersed with our cruel reactions. When I say cruel reactions, I mean our reactions to this cruel film. We suffered greatly to make this video. Our reactions to seeing this unholy disaster unfold in front of our virgin eyes. So yeah. Enjoy the video. I'll now cut to the beginning of our reaction.
I'm reporting from the set of the newest Kamikaze video. We've got the microphone, we've got the lights, we got the film, you got me, and the
And you've got me. Are you ready to watch Nuclear the movie? I mean, Nuclear the movie. I thought you were talking to that camera.
And that one's not recording.
I thought you were recording on that one.
Hello.
We're watching Nuclear.
Yeah, we're watching a film Cameron made in 2016, probably. He made a DVD for it.
Do you want to read the DVD?
Yeah, sure. So we got Nuclear at the top in like cooltext.gov.
It's a government website.
It's a work of art. It's
so cool.
The must-see movie of the year, exhilarating from start to finish. MOTD magazine.
Match of the Day magazine.
Is that a real magazine?
Yeah.
And they gave a real review.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Breathtaking and action-packed. The Daily Blammer. No further comment. When Stuart Pidd, Zach Robson, discovers a strange meteorite, him and his newfound secret agent friend slowly quest to unlock the hidden story behind it. It feels like when we did the Beast Quest quiz reading the book. And runtime 110 minutes approx.
That's
not
real.
True.
That's
Is
real.
It?
Yeah.
Hang on, 60 times. Yeah, that's nearly 2 hours, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a 2-hour epic.
I don't know about epic. 2 hour shit.
DVD video. Is it right? I remember this DVD. It's got. Okay, so none of them are in it. Great.
It's because they're in the DVD player for us to watch.
This is hell. There's 4 separate discs.
You know, don't hold back. Tear this film to shreds if it deserves it.
It will. Did you wear that shirt because it's meant to be like nuclear?
I don't know. I just saw
What's
the
the
shirt in
point?
my wardrobe.
You tried to do like a reveal.
Let's wear it.
You tried to do a reveal on
Yeah.
camera, but I wasn't filming.
Yeah. I came out the bathroom with the shirt on. I heard from in this room you going, got the lights, got the camera.
Well, I was
like, oh, here's my grand entrance.
I was just filming a little behind the scene video. I was like, I got the lights.
Wake up.
Can you show that? My screensavers of wake up. Because I can never.
It's because this is a simulation. Wake up, Joel. Your family miss you. You've been in a coma for 3 months. Nuclear!
Yeah!
Here we go, guys. Oh no.
What was.
Oh no.
Is it. I'm trying to. I should just watch it. Is it like. I know there's like a siren sound, but. Did he use like a pop song at the time or something?
I don't even know. I've not seen this in years.
Right.
I'll have said this in the intro probably, but I've not seen this film in years.
Where are you gonna. Are you gonna put like a little reaction box in the middle or something?
I don't know.
Let me do like an outline for you.
Fuzzy. I'm just gonna put the reaction box there.
On my face.
Your face.
Right.
Yeah, I have to look at you. You're the film.
Right. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right, that was stupid. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, the film begins with us meeting our protagonist, Stuart Pidd, or for short, Stupid. Now, his personality is that he's stupid, and that's it. So, the first scene begins with him taking a walk at 2 in the morning, when suddenly a meteorite crashes to Earth, covering him in rubble.
What's happening?
Me when I walk at 2 in the morning. In a panic, Stu rings the police, who for some reason are all asleep. And at first they tell him not to call over such ridiculous things, when all of a sudden the police chief speaks out and says that it's urgent that they find this meteorite. So the police all race to Stuart's location, and they spend all night looking for the meteorite. You missed the best bit of the film so far.
What?
There was a POV shot of a guy getting out of bed and walking into a cupboard. You missed it.
A POV shot.
Alright, we gotta go back. Yeah, that's the POV shot.
Oh, it's literally your bedroom.
This sounds really good.
I got a critique.
Oh, really?
So far, the pacing's not very good. It's like...
Yeah, I do see what you mean. Like, this has gone on for a long time now. But the police, you know, they've come to Stuart's location.
What's happening?
It's a funny film, guys.
I literally don't know what's happening. Thunder and lightning sound. It's like...
Yeah, left here. I could have sworn it kind of curved around here. Right around the next corner. Look, I think you...
What was that knock sound?
Sure, it can happen in real life.
This was cutting edge at the time.
Yeah, exactly. At one time, this was the
like
best film we ever
Space
made.
Odyssey.
At one time, this was the best film of all time.
This is 2016, a nuclear odyssey.
However, after hours of searching, they're unable to find the site of the meteorite crash, and so they all give up. Except for one, who works for the secret agents who, in this universe, just kind of work hand in hand with the police. And this is where we meet our second protagonist, Kamikaze. Yes, he has the same name as my channel. His personality is that he's cool and without human flaw.
Every time I pay attention to the film, it's just random sound effects. What is going on? What the hell?
Go,
I can't take 2 hours of this. Okay, what made you think a deep evil laugh sound would be appropriate?
It's quite funny. I would say the sound design on this film is 10 out of 10. It's really good.
Oh yeah, because more equals better, right? So the more sound effects you cram in, it's
You got to
better.
layer on sound in film, you know?
Is this when you use that app with hundreds of buttons and sounds?
No.
We see that all the time.
Ice cracking sound. That was a classic. I always used to use that one when it wasn't appropriate. What's that one?
Thunder? Or like a scream?
Yeah, maybe. And after a while longer of searching, the two new friends find the crater.
Tyler the Creator.
This film was better than Whiplash.
Right. I rewatched that final scene on YouTube when Andrew's like drumming away, and it's like
Yeah.
the best drum performance ever.
Yeah.
That is like the best ending to a film, honestly, I've ever seen ever. So
Wait
good.
until you see the ending to this film. I stood on it.
Yeah, he said. What?
He said, I'm the king.
That's funny.
That is funny.
I'll
He
give you
stood on
that.
the meter and went, I'm the king.
I feel like that part of our humour still remains. Just random, like.
All of this
I'm
is
the
still
king.
my humour. If I was doing a re-edit of the film, I could easily delete 80% of this.
It's like you were so excited to use all these sound effects that
Yeah.
you wrote it
I
into
just
the
throw them in.
dialogue.
I'm just like, I like get a handful and I'm like,
Just
say when, say when.
see when.
But like the sound editors never said when. Video game sound, Halo sound. So the two of them explore the crater site and don't find anything. And then after this, look guys, I'm only human. There's only so much I can explain. I don't have a clue what happens after this.
The good life.
The good
The good
life. Why did he say that?
That's not something I would ever say. The good life. So they split up and go their separate ways home. However, on his way home, Camo hears gunshots and rushes to investigate.
What's going on now? What is going on?
Yeah,
Me. This is what I'm asking.
Literally me. And he finds a shooter, shoots a policeman and just a regular passerby on the street, and so quickly jumps into action and arrests the shooter. and brings him to the police station, for which he's given a promotion. And the policeman that the shooter killed was his friend Dave. Camo goes off and finds Stu again, and they decide to celebrate his promotion with the song Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Hot take, I never really liked this song, even when it came out. I didn't hate it. I think it's one of Pharrell's finest, but it's just it's a bit
My
annoying.
favourite Pharrell song is Cash In, Cash Out featuring Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, Tyler the Creator.
I'm the young alcohol dreamer's name.
The young alcohol dreamer. Literally me.
Alcohol dreamer.
It's like a nicer way of saying alcoholic. Yeah,
Right.
Tim, I think you might be an alcohol dreamer. And they also decide to celebrate by having a ride on this jet ski that Camo modified to be able to go on land. And then, for some unexplained reason, they decide to go for a drink of wine at the crater, where they encounter an alien that had come out of the meteorite. And they decide to keep it to themselves and to name it Dave in honour of the policeman that had been shot.
Wait, why did it the crater all of a sudden?
Because he went to the crater.
It literally flows like a dream, like loads of random different settings, random like sounds.
You
and
think
stuff.
this film's a dream?
Well, he said he was a.
This is a nightmare.
This is a sleep paralysis.
Stuart Pitt is just sleep paralysis dreaming. Dreaming.
That's what they should call them, dreamins. Dreamins.
Dreamins.
Dreamins.
No, it's because I was literally thinking about dreaming. And then sleep. Oh, so smart. We then cut to the prison where the shooter's being held. And the shooter gives this long, boring speech about freedom and justice and doing the right thing. And then he escapes the prison. And of course, one thing that doesn't come across when I'm doing these plot summaries is how slow these films are, how much unnecessary dialogue is in every single scene. And of course, at this point in our viewing session, the pain was really starting to set in. I'm not having a good time.
What's happening right now?
There's a prison, some guards, and... Okay,
There's-
now there's a monkey.
Monkey!
Why was there a monkey, though? I actually don't know.
Yeah, well, sorry, can we just... Even after watching the monkey scene twice, I still don't get it.
No, me neither.
Did the police own a giant gorilla?
Yeah.
To, like, teach people not to litter? I don't know.
A giant sentient gorilla.
As opposed to not sentient gorillas?
Then commences a very long, repetitive segment where Camo and Stuart visit the creature every day, and they discover that it's slightly nuclear, which causes this radioactive fungi to grow around it, which it eats. And essentially, you just get to know the characters a bit better, and they become more and more attached to the alien, and they learn it's quite intelligent and can actually understand them. But yeah, not a lot happens in these scenes. Do you reckon he's gonna fall in?
Maybe.
I'd say like 1 in 20 lines are relevant to the plot.
1 in 20 lines are like decipherable.
And I actually remember to get up today.
That's sad. You like can't get a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, but it's because he's stupid, not depressed.
Well, thank God we got these. I forgot what film we were watching actually. Do you reckon that they put these nuclear title bits in every like 10 minutes just for stupid to remind me?
Remember what film he's in.
From what university he lives in.
They like flash it up in the sky like a bat signal, say like you're still in the nuclear universe. One day at the crater whilst visiting Dave, they're ambushed by the shooter who'd escaped prison, whose name is Callum White. He tells them halt and nobody move, but the 2014 smash hit Wiggle by Jason Derulo comes on, and as the line, "You know what to do with that big fat butt, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle" comes on, Stuart cannot resist but to shake it. So Callum shoots him.
Halt! Nobody move.
Oh.
He's twerking. Oh my god! God.
Deliciously tasty ketchup. Wipe that off
He thinks it's ketchup.
Yeah.
I remember that actually.
He said it was deliciously tasty ketchup.
He's getting
like it's
peed
better
on.
than ketchup.
Camo's peed on him.
No, it's weird because he's got my name. Get rid of the ketchup before you get covered in mayo. I think plot things
Brown sauce. HP sauce.
barbecue sauce.
What even is that? Szechuan sauce.
Ranch dressing.
Caesar salad dressing.
Sweet chili sauce.
Sweet and sour.
No, it's sweet silly sauce.
Well,
Sweet silly sauce.
We're not even paying attention to the film.
Silly sauce.
We're not even watching the film. We're just naming
We're just
sauces.
naming sauces and finding it really funny. It's more entertaining than the film. Callum explains that the creature is actually called the Senna, which stands for a seriously endangered nuclear animal, and that it comes from a distant galaxy. He explains that the planet that the alien's native to has a core made of diamonds and gold, and so, in order to become massively wealthy, the government, backed by some members of the police, flew to the planet and began mining the core, which would extinct the entire alien species. And so, Callum, along with a few other members of a small crew, flew to the planet to either stop the drillers or to evacuate the alien species. However, they were mostly unsuccessful, and one of the only aliens that they were able to evacuate was this one here, Dave. He explains that Dave may very well be the last of the species. He also explains that the reason he killed those two people, including Camo's friend Dave, is because they were part of the mining operation. And, despite the fact that he just fucking shot Stuart, they agree to help him and to stop the drillers.
Did he explain about the other villager?
Yeah, he was part of the operation as well.
Right. So I killed them though.
Yeah.
I still, you can arrest them or something, or like.
But he can't because he's not the police.
So you support murder of certain people.
No. Yes. Well, what would you have done if you were in Callum White's situation?
I wouldn't kill him.
What would you do?
I'd regret him.
Right, stop saying things you wouldn't do. What would you do?
I'd report them to like the government, and if it turns out they're aware already and they don't care, I don't know. I'd raise awareness. I'd raise protests and stuff, and I'd rally like a charity to try and stop it, or I could kill them.
Well, okay. A few things.
You're not gonna try and.
I'm gonna spoil it a bit, but these miners are working with the government and the police, so
Okay.
they essentially are the law,
Right.
right?
I am the law.
So you can't arrest them and you can't like tell anyone about it because
So
they
you
are the
kill
ones in
them.
control.
So you shoot them.
I'm not
dead.
saying no. I'm just saying why your theory doesn't work.
That's what I said.
Also,
I'll start a charity.
you start a charity. What does that even mean? He did start a charity. He has friends who like help him rescue the creatures.
But they also occasionally shoot people in the street.
Well, they shot those ones because they were illegal miners, killers.
Maybe
They were gonna
yours
kill
still
all
shoots
the Sennas.
them. Yeah, tell him. Both done.
He's talking to us.
Get to the sex scene.
You might be waiting a while for that one, pal. Might have to wait till Nuclear 3 comes out. I was gonna do a prequel that takes place like on the Senna's planet.
Yeah, there's a sequel to this film, by the way. Nuclear 2 Off Course. But I always thought it was of course, not off course.
So, before they all go out and stop the miners, now that they're all friends, Camo and Callum decide to go on a night out and... I'm doing my best to explain this film and explain what's going on, but even I reach a limit. I can't explain this film anymore. I can't defend it from its critics any longer. They sing a song about how much they love fish and chips. That's so bad.
That's not even stupid singing. That's the same.
A
That's
smart one.
that's the killer. Give me fish and chips.
We then finally meet the villain of this film, a terrifying man who goes by the Dark Master.
A lifetime sentence in prison. Both of you now. Get yourselves there, 'cause I cannot be blimmin' bothered to waste another second on you. You don't want to see me when my anger is more than this.
Now we meet the villains.
So the villain gets introduced like halfway into the film.
More than half.
We're over halfway.
Oh yeah, we're over halfway.
That's the first time I felt happiness in the last like hour and 20 minutes.
That's the first time I felt happiness in 6 years.
in 6 years, 2 months and 4 days. This is only 5% of my power.
That's literally what he's saying. He's saying he's 5% angry right now and he's beating people up.
You don't want to see me.
If you can handle me at my worst, you serve me at 5% anger.
Who's this villain called then?
The Dark Master.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
We can fix him. If there's an actual like nuclear war, I'll be like, oh, nuclear's on.
No, but then you're like, oh no, nuclear's on. Oh, phew, it's just nuclear warfare. We then get essentially a team-up montage where Camo arrives on his jet ski, Callum in his truck, and Stuart is forklift certified. Let's go. Callum invites the last remaining 2 members of his evacuation team, 2 brothers called Eduardo Silva and Gold Silva, and Camo invites the rest of the secret agents to join him.
Identify the song. There's a song playing. It's hard to hear over the like.
I think it's just like generic cool music. I probably searched like cool music.
Oh yeah. It's like orchestrated like music.
Yeah, imagine like the live band playing that like bum, 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 bum.
So is this like the montage in the film where they're getting ready to fight the
Yeah.
baddies?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Callum's got the van. I forget the name. I can't keep track of his characters. Camo Kazi's got the jet ski.
Yeah.
And Stupid's footler certified.
Yeah. Certified gamer.
Certified idiot.
Certified legend.
Oh no, certified legend. The one thing that, because obviously I watched this a long time ago, the one thing I remember about it that's different now that I'm rewatching is,
Yeah.
I thought the Senna had so much more agency, but the Senna's just sort of been hanging around as
NPC behaviour.
Yeah, he's just a Mary Sue. He's a MacGuffin.
A Deus Ex Machina.
A Deus Ex Mary MacGuffin Sue. The love interest.
McLovin. Oh, these guys! Remember these hoes?
They're in the sequel, aren't they? Oh, one of them. Spoilers. One of them dies.
One of them's in the sequel, I guess you could say. Is there more chocolate?
We're like part of the same sentence.
Then, this next scene, I'm still a bit unsure what happens. I think the Senna escapes and runs into a nearby office building where these 2 guys taking weather reports on the roof like run into the Senna. However, the miners somehow got to him first and killed both of the weather reporters just because they'd seen the Senna. And then Stuart comes in on his forklift truck, I think. And then Camo gets captured by the Dark Master and the other miners.
When did the Senna escape?
Because they're larking about doing this. Remember when Stuart got shot?
That was Callum who shot him.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you twerk.
He got over that quickly.
Yeah, he just washed the ketchup off and that was it. Then both sides line up into nice little formations. They both do long, boring speeches about why what they're doing's right. And then they launch into the final battle. Average British man.
This is just polite people in Britain. Most polite British people.
The guy who shot 2 people. Most polite British person. Oh, he died. Frank died.
I don't even know who he is. I'm sorry, but I don't feel anything. What would the sound effect?
I don't know what the director are. Justice reigns, remember.
I don't know why that came into it.
And keep doing Overwatch references.
You just said rain down. Rain from above. Justice reigns
Yeah.
from above.
Got any more Overwatch quotes?
I need a banana right now. I don't know. Is that a quote?
Nearly.
Midway through a match, does Winston just go, I need a banana right now. So fast.
Need a banana right now.
I'm gonna throw up. Need a banana right now.
Need a banana right now.
We're not watching the film anymore.
I need a banana right now.
What did we miss? Me right now, hanging on a thread of sanity.
So, if we had been watching the film, we would have seen that the Dark Master chased Camo up to this really high netting that just exists above the whole battlefield. Meanwhile, the miners are definitely winning the fight, killing several of the secret agents. As well, the Silver Brothers were captured and about to be shot, although we were still in the lands of insanity.
Death is yours. That's an Overwatch quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it when Reaper goes, death is yours.
Meanwhile, the miners now have missiles in place that they could launch and kill them all in just a few seconds. However, one of the miners, Johnson, decides that this is wrong and they shouldn't just kill everybody. So he switches sides. He smashes the computer so that the missiles can't be launched and knocks out one of the fellow miners. And to commemorate the moment, he sings a song about how he's a rebel. Oh my god, stop! Make it stop.
Please explain that creative choice, sir. This seemingly original song, I'm a Rebel. Did he sing that after killing Johnson?
No, Johnson knocked out the bad guy, and then because he's like rebelling against the drillers, he sang the song I'm a Rebel.
Jesus Christ.
Someone's shaving?
Did they just call each other brother? I'm sure the baddie said like, my brother, don't shoot me. He just did it again.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear him say anything like that.
Is this a twist? Are they siblings? Or is he just saying it's like general?
Nah, just like,
my brother, please.
you know, yeah, like my brother in Christ, don't shoot.
He died! You know. It's ketchup over me. How about some mayo, bro?
My brother, not the HP sauce. The group then have their final confrontation with the Dark Master on this high ledge and say that this could still end peacefully. However, the Dark Master will not accept it. He plans to kill them all and then the Senna and then go back to the planet and make more money. The motivation doesn't really make sense, but the point is he hates them and there will be no peaceful resolution. So, after an intense battle, it becomes just the Dark Master and Stuart left. And I kid you not, Stuart defeats him by farting on him and then setting a gun to stun and shooting him with it.
They called me... This film is ruining my life. What the fuck?
He set the gun from kill to knock you out and then shot him.
How does that work? You mean even if it shoots like a blank at that distance, that kills people? Jesse, it's kill or be killed in the jungle.
However, the Senna recognizes the Dark Master somehow as a threat and goes to attack him. However, the Dark Master is still conscious and pushes the Senna off the cliff, killing it. That now means that the Senna species is extinct. Oh, the Senna fell off
To his
the
death?
height. Yeah.
God, finally.
The species has gone extinct.
Yes.
So then, the next scene is a funeral where they pay tribute to the Senna as well as all the other friends they lost. But what I think I did at the time was I filmed the funeral scene and then I went back and added some more on, but I must have exported both versions. So we accidentally watched the funeral scene twice. And bear in mind, this film is nearly 2 hours long as it is. 2 hours of pain and suffering and torment. And we're here repeating scenes like some hellish version of Groundhog Day.
To celebrate, we'll have fart gun salute.
Oh, I miss you already.
I need a banana. I don't know what to feel about the Dark Master because his introduction is like halfway into the film, over halfway.
Yeah.
Who even was he? What's his motivation? I mean, you know, he's leading
Respect,
the drillers.
power, money.
He just wanted those emeralds and gems and crystals and diamonds in the middle of the planet.
Yeah. But
I
he was
do
prepared.
too.
He was prepared to kill an entire species of peaceful creatures just to get his money. And then he was prepared to kill anyone who stood in his way. That was his evil motivation.
Are those the screams of all the people who died? There's ghosts.
It's the sound of their souls going to hell.
All the characters in this film would go to hell.
The cavern.
Kevin the creator. Tyler the Kevin. Oh no.
We need a banana.
Is this the same part?
Wait, it is. I redid it. I redid the funeral.
You refilmed it again?
I think so. Oh my god, it's the same scene.
You
It's
forgot
like
the
it's like
previous scene.
what's the film called?
Groundhog
Day. Imagine like being tortured like in hell where you had to watch like the same nuclear scene on repeat forever.
Don't even make me think of it.
It's what Roko's basilisk does if he catches you. He makes you watch nuclear on repeat.
Hey Johnson, have we relived this day? It feels a bit familiar.
And you ever get that feeling of deja vu?
And so we're here to tell you, hey, am I getting deja
Like-
vu? I'm sure it's not just the exact same video.
Oh, it could be the same video but like with more added on at the end.
I'll be honest, it has filth, like... It
What?
has me.
If you think about it though, we could have watched like a good film in this time.
I think if
Like
it
you could have
feels like,
watched 2 episodes of The Boys.
for as boring and horrible as this experience has been, it's gone fast, I'd say. It's
At
gone
least we
fast
can
for 2
say
hours.
we've done it.
He only got 8 years in prison.
8 years?
He only got 8 years.
8 years for killing loads of people.
And on good behaviour, he'll probably be out by next year.
I mean, this film was done in 8 years ago. This film was 7 or 8 years ago.
He's got 1 more year, pretty much.
He gets out next year. The souls.
Are you sure this isn't the same?
It is. It is the same. We've actually been conned into watching the same thing twice.
I feel like we've been watching this scene like 10 times in a row and we keep forgetting each loop. We're trapped watching this eternal. This is purgatory.
Yeah. And then, for the final twist of the film, still mourning the Senna, they go back to the crater, where they find eggs. The Senna had had children. The species is no longer extinct. Eggs. Gonna scramble them.
I'm gonna poach
Poach
them.
Oh no, please can we
What?
end the film? I'm begging you, we're ending the film.
No, stop it!
Please,
No, we
please.
have to. Please, we have to watch the film. What is the song? Is it Tyler the Creator? This is hell. We can make it. 1 more minute left. We survive. Well, we probably will.
We thrived.
It was painful, but we'll come out the other side stronger than ever. What is this? Just all the cast, like?
Yeah, it's
Cool,
just like
like,
cool
line
music and like all the cast. It's like at the end of a play where they all like take a bow.
This needs more suspension of disbelief than the play.
Yeah.
No, that's too many syllables. My guitar!
Oh my god, I thought the window smashed for a second there. I thought the window had smashed.
Assess the damage.
What, to your mental state or to the guitar?
You thought the windows, man.
I did. It made like a smashing sound. I don't know. I've just heard so many sound effects over the last 2 hours. I don't take them in. So, do we need to do like final concluding thoughts of the film?
I suppose.
My final thought is it was just shit. Man. It was just really shit. Well, it was irredeemable garbage.
It's weird because I know that I sat down for like 2 hours and watched the film, but I don't feel like I've watched anything. I don't feel like I've gained anything.
Like it was a whole lot of nothing.
I feel like I've had stuff removed from me.
Yeah.
I've lost something from.
To be fair, there were no like unnecessary love interests in this one. That's one thing you can respect.
Well, I mean, Stuart and Camo are pretty.
Yeah, and
intense.
Jake kind of like love triangle sort of situation.
Get closer to the mic, come on.
Although the Dark Master was the
stop.
real
You'll break
love
it.
interest of all.
You'll break it.
And so that's the film over. I've never been the same since I had to watch that, and Joel hasn't been seen since. Last sighting of him was going into the woods somewhere in Canada. No one's really sure what happened to him. So now is the part of the video where I review the film, and with Esnell's formula, I had some positive things to say, but Nuclear, damn, that was rough. Okay, the one positive thing I have to say is about the plot, okay? I'm a sucker for a twist, you know? You got the good twist that Callum was a good guy just trying to do the right thing, even if Joel firmly disagrees with killing people, which is a fair point. And you got the good twist about the Senna having babies so that the species will continue. Decent plot, you know, two guys find an alien, have to fight the government at the end. I don't know. It's a good plot, I suppose. 6 out of 10. Voice acting and characters. This one is a 2 out of 10. Every single character sounded the same, acted the same. They all had the same voice. Stupid was meant to be the stupid one, and Callum was meant to be the smart one, but they were all just the same. The pacing is another 2 out of 10. Extremely slow, very tedious in places. Me and Joel suffered greatly. Sound and editing, 1 out of 10. I literally just took buckets of sounds, whether they were appropriate or not, and just tipped them on the scene, you know? It could be like the funeral, and it'd be like ice cracking sound, ninja sound, futuristic gun sound. It just didn't make sense. And obviously there wasn't really any editing. This was before the days I knew how to edit. Humour. Okay, hear me out. 5 out of 10. A lot of the film was just stupid puns and jokes, but unlike Esnell's formula where it was kind of funny, it wasn't funny or unfunny. Nuclear kind of was funny in places, I won't lie. Mostly just because of how stupid it was, but some of it was sort of intentional humour, and I don't know, my humour hasn't changed across my entire lifespan, we're learning, so 5 out of 10 for me. And then finally, mise en scène, you know, the scene decorations. I'm actually going to go over 5 because there weren't too many locations. There was the crater, it looked kind of cool with the fungi and the sort of loose, what do you call it? Just the stuff scattered around to make it look like a abandoned junkyard sort of place. The final battle was done actually outside in my garden, and it adds like a layer of realism to things that I kind of like. So in general, the scenes themselves, the locations weren't that bad, so that gets a 5 out of 10 from me. But overall, just a difficult experience, a very difficult experience, like giving birth, you know? Except with watching Nuclear, you never want to do it again, whereas some people have multiple kids, so it's conclusive proof that watching Nuclear is worse than giving birth. Overall, this film for me gets a 21 out of 60, which sounds pretty generous. It was held up by the plot and the humour, the stupidness of the jokes. That's what saved this film. And yeah, that is my review of Nuclear.
I could release a banana right now.
Bye. Hello.
Bye.
I really need a banana right now.